offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
On the set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready, break.
3rd and 9 here.
Check. Dragon, Lightning, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Dart looking to throw again. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. To the air, Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Dart. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
70 Timberwolves.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Let it take. Hurt. Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Daniels. And a throw right right sideline is complete.
On the ball, on the ball.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Check. Cup 19. 65 catch, 65. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Fire.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Right to the air is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here we go, here we go. Alert, like, smash. Ready.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Now he's loose at the 40. inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 69 yards. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He's going to try and take off with it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Stop it. Cougar 19. Let go.
Daniels going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready, go.
They'll run once more with JCM. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Alert! Alert! Ready, ready?
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Washington, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther, go.
He's going to keep this again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 6-0 our score after 1.
1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Okay, break. Break it. Steady.
Krosky-Merritt is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
This makes the score. Commanders 7, Giants 6. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing his dart. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky-Merritt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
10. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Second and 4. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jayden Daniels, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8.
Commanders 14, Giants 6. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw now, Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's Dart. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On the set.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Shifts by him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Dart going to look to throw here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Dart. He'll try and do this himself. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
From the gun, Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Dart. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw, Dart. He targets Ingram for another grab. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Throwing his Dart. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
To throw his Dart. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Dart from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
No, ready.
Here's Kroski Merritt to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9.
Here we go, shot. 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. Here's Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Giants 6. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. Still on his feet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 24-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun is Dart. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70. Jeanette. Viking, 18. 18, Rattler, 18.
To throw is Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Maverick.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the jump.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 35, Giants 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Dart. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Giants.
Looking to throw, Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly blocked down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down. They'll go. Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Dart looking to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Eagle.
Here's Dart. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Cowboy 80. Check. Go.
To the air, Dart. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well.
Okay,
it wasn't
ready?
a bad kick. It wasn't anything like
Alert,
that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Down at the 42-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And 6.
Come on, go.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Give to Krosky Merritt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Commanders,
it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Darnold with it on third and short. It's complete. Play made by Kupp. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate. Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's second down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Darnold off the play action. Barner with the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Play fake, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
On red. Hey, Ginger, attack!
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Easy. Read him, 24. Read him, 54. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Second down and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato. Done.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Hey.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lawrence in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
All right, let's go.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. Take Sogos. Hot. 13, Lou. 11, Agate. Take right open. There we go.
From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hey, here we go.
Offense in a hurry up here.
Go. Brings up 2nd and 16. On the Seahawks,
let's go.
26-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Jaguars first down.
Hey, easy. Route.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run. Etienne. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Caught out wide. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Easy.
Play clock winding down. Coach Liam Cohen's going to signal for a timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Sink right. Hey, go. Hey, 11. Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him.
I got him.
Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
It's 4th and goal.
Sink right open. Go. Hey, kill. Sink right open. Silver.
Going on fourth, here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this two-point try.
13,
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, and that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We've set it downs from 37. First and 10. Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 15.
And again, it's Darnold.
First down.
Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. The intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Soko, so hot.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 47-yard line.
Lawrence to throw it. Complete. It's Myers. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, Jupiter. Sink right open. Hey, I'm gun. Dirty left. Sink right. Here we go.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, he got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Easy, Ralph. Hey, easy. Read a 44.
He'll throw it. That finds Hunter downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go side. Red 80.
Play fake. Darnold. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Got his man. It's Kupp over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on first down. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Guys, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's got his man. This is Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 7.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down.